there is something called death, which everyone thinks that it happens to somebody else. Don't think very deeply that death is something which is going to happen to me also. When it comes to death, everyone thinks that it is going to happen to somebody else but not me. At any age, people will be always lost in their own worries, in their own maya, without worrying about death. So death is something which is a milestone for us. It's a milestone for us. So, like if you're working in a corporate project, the milestone for a project is to deliver the output. Deliver the output is the milestone. For you, milestone could be coming out with a final report, coming out with day-to-day affairs, meeting all the numbers. That's your milestone. So everyone has certain parameters where we are measured on how we are doing with respect to milestone. So, what is milestone for life is death. Milestone for life is definitely death. And what do we consider as deliverable for this life? Every milestone has to be accompanied by a deliverable. Life, when body is lost, there has to be something which gets delivered. Like your project is over, but artifacts remain. Project is over, but you have given your output. You worked on report. It goes in archives, but still its output is done. There is something which goes. So from body also. What if you give a project or give a report which is entirely defective? What will happen? It will come back to us. Go fix all the problems. This report, edit it better, make all the changes, then come back. That's how it happens. If anything defective, milestone is delivered, it comes back to us. Same thing is with life also. That's why there is a definition of liberation. Why do we move into this circle of birth and death? Is because every time we reach milestone, we give a defective output. Then it says, okay, another birth. Then again another chance. So that's how milestone orientation is not there in us. Milestone orientation is there in terms of understanding. Vit raga bhaya krodha sthita dhir muni ruchyate. We understand very well, or we appreciate it very well, that becoming free from desires, fear, ego and anger is a objective of life. But do we really deliver an output which matches this? And that's why for all those who do not deliver their output fully, they again get rebirth. That's why it's called chakra. Keep rotating, keep moving in birth to death. And liberation, a lot of people think that liberation is an afterlife affair. For a minute we just forget about what happens after life. In this very life, if we are able to liberate ourselves, there's nothing like that. The last thought you have in your mind, yam yam vati smran bhavam taje tanta kalevaram. When you are leaving this body, whatever thoughts you have in your mind, you take it out. Shariram yad vapnoti yachapyut kamatishvara grahitve tane sanyati vayu ganga nivashaya. All your values, all your achievements, all your excellences, they get carried away from one body to another, like wind carries the fragrance from one part of earth to another part. If wind passes through a place where a lot of dead fishes are there, it will carry that fragrance. If wind passes through a fragrant place, it will carry the beautiful fragrance. And that's what happens with us also. The soul carries the fragrance or the odor of the body, odor of our achievements forward. So what we have to ensure is that our entity consists of two parts: physical body and astral body. Physical body everyone can see. There is the astral body, which is all our virtues. And what happens is, this astral body becomes causal body, Karan Sharir. It becomes a causal body. After one dies, all the values of this body or this presence gets encapsulated in form of a seed. That seed defines your next birth. How trees grow? Look at tree. One tree produces so many seeds. Assume there is a tree which produces a defective fruit. If you sow the same seed again in another place, that tree will also produce the same kind of fruit. Seed is small, but look at the mystery of a seed. Even a small seed as a mustard seed will define what will be the average size of the mustard plant, what will be the shape of leaves, what will be the color of flowers, how yellow they will be, how will be the fruit. Small mustard seed. On its own, nothing. The moment you put it in ground and put some water to it, every mustard seed will produce the same thing. And whatever this tree produces, same output another tree will produce. So we also, to some extent, while we are living life, we are also producing a seed. And that seed will define how our next life is going to be. Cause and effect theory. Cause and effect theory in management says there is, without cause nothing is there. There is definitely a root cause for everything. So what is root cause? You realize if one person is born in a family of saint, another is born in family of a rich person, third person is born in family of some other family. It's all karma. It's all karma. There's a small story about a villager who used to acquire everyone's land, harass people, all these things he used to do. And he died one day. His next birth, he was born as a bull. So he was born as a bull. So first he was put into a farm where he used to drag the bullock cart around and all that. So when he became old, he was given to an oil man. So where he will keep moving round and round and help in functioning of oil making. In olden days, that's how they used to do. The bull will move around so that it will crush the seeds to get the oil out. And then when he died, becoming very old bull, then a butcher peeled his skin and the skin was sold to a drum maker, and then drum maker he put it on a drum, and whether it is anybody's marriage or anybody's death, he will get beaten all the time. That's how life is. Our karmas define where we land up. Cause and effect theory is very, very simple. What we do today defines what we achieve tomorrow. If at certain point in our life we realize that we are not getting right fruits, we have to see, did we sow the right seeds? If we are not getting mango fruit, then obviously we didn't plant mango seeds. So our actions define our outcome. So that's about milestone orientation.